Thank you so much for joining us this morning, this afternoon for our Pride flag raising. This is our 4th year, and I know I don't have to tell you this, but this year is more important than ever. I want to get started by just recognizing a few folks that are here. We have our mayor, Bruce Delgado, with a nice... Mayor Pro Tem Elizabeth Fisher, City of Marina, Kathy Biala, and my colleague Jenny McAdams. We're actually have a full city council here. That goes to speak to how much this community supports diversity and events like this. Jeff Barrett, City of Carmel. I think that's about it in terms of electeds, yeah.
We have Rachel from the Marina Library. And James from the Marina Farmers Market.
So yeah, there could not be a more important time to be doing this event. As you know, today kicks off Pride Month, which is not only a celebration of our collective communities, but also serves as a call to action to resist discrimination, support the most marginalized against us, and to show solidarity and raise awareness. In past years, I've sat here and I've spoken a lot about the history of the LGBTQ movement, and today I'm not going to do that. This year I'm going to do something different, and I'm going to ask you to commit to doing something more. I'm going to ask that when we leave here today, you don't just spend the next 30 days watching this flag wave in the wind, but that you commit to taking action. That you stand up for those whose voices are silenced, that you listen and uplift the stories of those that are most marginalized, and that we ensure our schools, workplaces, and communities are safe and affirming for everyone. My ask to you is that you talk to your friends, your family, your neighbors who might not be so convinced the need to champion this cause. That we appeal to our shared values and share with heart and dignity the stories of those who still continue to suffer discrimination today. Legislation targeting queer and trans communities has been introduced in record numbers. Acts of violence continue to plague our communities, and too many LGBTQ+ folks grow up believing they have to hide who they are. Let this flag remind us that pride is for everyone. The young person discovering their identity, the elder who paved the way, allies who stand in solidarity, and absolutely every single person in between. And so with that, I'd like to turn it over to our mayor, Bruce Delgado, to say a few words. And we'll invite folks, if anybody has a personal story they want to share briefly, or a reason that they're here, or what they plan to do in the next 30 days to champion this cause in the next 30 years, I'll invite all of you to do that, and then we'll get this flag up and going. Thanks for being here. Mayor Bruce Delgado.
Thanks to Brian and Jenny for getting us all together here today. They put a lot of time into planning this, and like Brian said, it's the 4th year. Thank you for everyone being here. You're an important part of our community. And to Brian's action philosophy, I wanted to mention that Kathy Biala, our council member, has been very hardworking in trying to bring more inclusivity to the city of Marina, and she has a document that she produced with the police chief and other leaders that's like 30 or 40 actions that we can take as a city to be more considerate and respectful to all, including the LGBTQ community. And so I think that if we get together behind those things that she worked so hard to pull together with other like-minded people, and we start to actually implement them so they're not just in a document, that would be sort of my call to action, to work with Kathy to make sure that those things aren't forgotten, but instead they're put into place. So thank you, Kathy, and thanks to Fernando, who represents our Public Works today, who's going to help us with the flag. But thank you again for everyone for coming here today. Elizabeth and Kathy are going to speak now. They each have a lot to say.
Thank you for being in our city. And I agree with Bruce, we need to implement all the DEI action points that we worked so hard on. So this will be the next step, or next 100 steps, whatever.
Right.
Thank you for being here, and we'll celebrate all month with you. And of course, this is not just for June, this is for the entire year and ongoing years.
And thank you so much. Just because we were elected doesn't mean we like to public speak. So sorry. Ditto on everything these two guys said. Thank you.
right, anybody have anything else they'd like to share? This is a public forum, a platform for anyone. You're welcome to step up.
Yeah, Jenny wants to say a few words.
I'm just really grateful to be here, and being in the queer community, I'm so grateful to be working alongside Councilmember McCarthy, and I think it speaks volumes to the diversity and the love and the acceptance that Marina really has as a community. Of course, there's a lot of work to do, especially with the administration that we have and the policies that we're seeing at the federal level, which, I know we sort of live in this safe bubble here in California, in the Central Coast, but we have to be seen, we have to be vocal, and we have to continue to fight for our allies and our queer and LGBTQ family. So I'm very, very grateful to be here, and I'm grateful to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay, so Richard and Crystal are going to help us raise the flag here.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
Yes, every color, yeah.
Here it goes.
Wow.
Don't blow away.
Nice wind.
Can we push it up or pull down?
You're doing great.
I feel like blowing in my face.
Ta-da! Again, thank you everyone for being here. Please do help yourself to a yard sign, coffee, snacks. Stay and socialize for a little bit.
Oh, it's pointy? Oh, good job.
Next, let's fight.
Good job, honey.
Hi.
High five.
Fight.
Good job, Nick.